And I want you to listen closely because I'm going to tell you about a secret form. This form can save you a lot of money and nobody tells you about it. It's Form 8275, disclosure. So, what is this Form 8275? Well, it's a form where it basically is a free format form where you can explain things that aren't clear from the tax return. Now, what we're particularly trying to describe is tax treatments. This is not a place for you to tell about your mother-in-law or the struggles you've had in life and why this has been difficult or that was difficult. You want to be very succinct and talk about why you did certain tax treatments in certain places. This is called a disclosure. It doesn't have to be complete in its explanation. It just needs disclosed, make aware to the tax authorities that you're doing something unique here. Now, doesn't mean that what you're doing was wrong. It just means you disclosed it. Now, why is this form important? I learned about this form from an IRS auditor who had left the IRS, and I contracted him to work for me for a couple of years. He put this form in all the time, and I said, why are you putting this form in? And he wasn't saying anything terribly significant. And he said, you need to understand auditors. Auditors are on a quota system. They're ranked each month by their managers in terms of who brought in the most amount in taxes. And it's not just taxes, it's taxes, penalties, and interest. And as we mentioned, anytime you have an error on your tax return, if it's over a certain base amount, then they get to hit you with a 20% accuracy. That becomes a 40% accuracy if it's related to Form 8938 that you didn't file. And if they think it's a fraudulent return, they'll hit you with a 75% penalty. Well, you can see they're motivated to get these penalties because it multiplies their ability to hit their quota. They don't want to be the lowest guy in the office on that ranking. So what they do, what auditors do, he said, was they got 100 audits they can do. And they got a stack, and they go through them all, and they look at the tax return. And if they see there's a Form 8275, he told me, we would just stick that return at the bottom. We would do it last because we're not interested in spending any time on that. And why is that? Because if they find something wrong with your tax return and it's related to something you disclosed on a Form 8275, they are denied the ability to get a 20% accuracy penalty. Right? So now it makes sense why you want to file out a Form 8275. There's much about cryptocurrencies that are not clear in the tax law or not clear how to be treated. And this is the place for you to disclose. And by disclosing, you protect yourself.